feels like a kind of an intro to Walla Walla Wine. So what do we have?
All right, so this first wine is maybe one of the lesser planted grapes in Washington State, but it has proved to be pretty amazing from the Walla Walla region, and that's Syrah. The place in Walla Walla where it grows, it's a spot where a lot of stones have rolled through the past few thousand years, and they're river stones, but in some areas it's over 100 feet deep of just stones.
And that's great, and the vines grow in that.
And the vines actually survive in that crazy environment, and it's all basalt, so it makes actually a very savory, almost like irony, like meaty tasting Syrah wine.
And this region this is the sub-region of Walla Walla, right?
It's a sub-region of Walla Walla that now has been designated only recently called the Rocks District of Milton Freewater. You smell that? What is that? It's not even fruit. It's like kind of olives and meaty.
Exactly, like it's more savory on the nose than fruity, 100%.
But then you get this floral note, almost like violets.
I almost wouldn't immediately say it's a New World wine. It has this great, like kind of, like you said, that rocky minerality that really, the fruit comes second, which I love. I think that's really fun. Well, like what would you pair with this?
You know, I was just thinking that. I kind of want pizza, like quite honestly, like pizza with maybe some olives on it.
I was gonna say put the olives on it, put the brininess on it.
So this next wine is really cool. It comes from a producer, the Leonetti Cellars. They are the first commercial winery in the Walla Walla Valley. And this is probably their flagship wine, and most people won't pick Merlot as a flagship, but I think this is an amazing wine to try from Washington because Merlot is exceptional here. And the reason why is the high latitude, the position where we are, where we get these really long days and cool nights, produces Merlot, these aromatics on Merlot that I don't get from a lot of other regions when I'm sniffing around for good quality. So when I smell this wine, I almost always get violets.
Oh, wow. I mean, you're right. So that super poppy is the first thing I get. Plummy.
Plums.
And Merlot has this weird reputation as like the second cousin that nobody cares about to something like Cabernet, but I love Merlot. And it's such an approachable wine. It's approachable a lot of times a little younger, and it's usually, honestly, a little cheaper than its Cabernet cousin.
When I'm looking for great value, I love to look for Merlot.
Are you getting like bacon fat?
Yeah, I actually do get a little bit of meatiness in this wine, even though I always think of this wine as very fruity, but I get a little mint.
Yeah. Oh, you get some of the mint too.
Yeah, certainly some mint. And black cherry. Definitely black cherry. Last one is definitely the most important grape variety planted in Washington State as a whole, and that is Cabernet Sauvignon. This one in particular comes to us from Walla Walla Valley also, and the producer is actually used to be an NFL football player, Drew Bledsoe.
Oh, this is Drew Bledsoe's project.
So he actually grew up here. He came back to start making wine. So Cabernet in Washington is a really fun thing to get into because, again, you have this acidity that comes from the palate, which makes these wines really, they're big and they're super fruity, but they have balance. Value-wise, if you compare it to some places in California, you're gonna get excellently made, obsessively made wines here for a lot less than you might pay.
Yeah, I mean, people won't blink at spending a pretty good amount of money on something that has the name Napa on it, but sometimes they're afraid to do that in other regions, and they shouldn't be. You don't get the cachet of the name, but you're getting such value from the product and how much love they're putting into it. I mean, this is everything I want from Cabernet, right? It's just this big, it's rich, but it's still fresh. Yeah, exactly. You got Well, I am absolutely honored that I got to hang out with you for a little bit.
Whatever, Vince, you're awesome.
Thank you so much for taking some time, and I can't wait to go try more Walla Walla and more Washington wines. This was awesome.
So?
Cheers.